Gilbert, with that being said, it is time for rapid fire. Like that sweatshirt you have. Fire. Latino heat. Definitely. So let's get into this, Gilbert. Something or nothing. The Lions losing 4 players to suspension due to betting on games.
It's definitely something we like. The question is not are these rules dumb? We're not gonna get into it, but right now it does affect the Detroit Lions on the field, and not just with Jameson Williams, some key special teamers. We know special teams matter. People don't care right now because the game is not starting, but Jameson Williams was supposed to take you from being the fringe wild card team, the pesky team that's hanging around, to a legit contender. You lose that speed, that other element to help out Amon-Ra St. Brown. And I actually was surprised around when I did my research that Jameson Williams only had one catch and he went for 41 yards and a touchdown. One catch. He played 6 games after the torn ACL. He wasn't ready. Now he won't even get the time to play in the first 6 games to get ready. So he's gonna have a late start to figure it out, and it's just bad so far for the Lions.
What were you guys doing, man? You guys were betting, man. I'm a bet. I'm gonna shove my foot up your ass, man. You just cost us games, man. But I'm sure that's a little bit.
I can totally see it.
I can totally see him doing that. But come on, dude. Really? Like, we're gonna get into this again? Like, who's the number one sport, or who's the number one right now for the NFL like sponsor? It's betting, like
DraftKings and Caesars,
DraftKings and all that stuff. I don't know. I honestly, I have a kind of a bone to pick with this, but it is a big deal for the Lions on the field. I think it's a bigger problem for the NFL off the field, but we won't get into that, like Gilbert said. But yeah, I think it's a big deal for the Lions. You lose that receiver. Like Gilbert said, only one catch, but still, his impact I think is going to be felt this year. I think it's 6 games for him, so definitely it'll be interesting to see if he's able to catch up and be up to speed after those 6 games. And special teams matter. So definitely, I think it is something like you said, Gilbert. Last week, it was reported that the 49ers are listening to trade offers on Trey Lance. Man, it's heating up more and more. What is the best landing spot for Lance? And once again, who will be the starting quarterback for the 49ers week 1?
I won't take a victory lap, but people got on me for saying too soon for putting Trey Lance as the bust of my draft misses of the last 10 years. But I'm just going to do that real quickly. This tells you a lot. I think somebody in the 49ers camp leaked it and said, come offer good trades. The draft is coming around. Come on, go get Trey Lance. And when the team is trying to shop a guy, maybe they're not shopping, but they're listening. It's still the same thing without trying to hurt the guy's feeling, okay? They're trying to mess with the wording, because even the insiders were like, hey, they're just receiving phone calls. And that's when you know the team was saying, hey, can you do the soft blow here?
I like Bill Polian.
Yeah, whatever. And when the number one quarterback in their minds is Brock Purdy, the guy can't even throw right now. He's going to the Giants game. He could barely say hi because his hand hurts. So the quarterback's not even ready, and they're already trying to shop the guy who is ready, who was a number 3 pick. It's a bad look for Trey Lance. And if they get like Kirk Cousins to fill in, that's a win for the 49ers, at least in their minds.
I would love for this to be Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
Just move on.
But I like to see Trey Lance with the Washington Commanders. Ooh. I think that would be an interesting move. You send him to Washington. He sits, he learns, he tries to learn what it's like to be an NFL quarterback. And he kind of has, I'm not trying to say he has Patrick Mahomes intangibles, because that's just dumb. Like, I hate when people do that, because Patrick Mahomes has his own intangibles. That's what makes him different. But I want to see what they can do with Trey Lance's intangibles. And I think Washington would do him some good. Who's going to be the starting quarterback?
I didn't even answer the question.
I think it's going to be Sam Darnold at this point. I think he's going to be the starting quarterback. Kirk Cousins would be an interesting one. Can you imagine if they actually win a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins? I think it would be like, that's how much Kyle Shanahan, I think, believes in his system. That he's like, I could just plug in Kirk Cousins and I can win a Super Bowl. So it definitely is going to be interesting. I'll give it to you real quick. Who do you think is the starting quarterback week 1?
I think it's going to be Kirk Cousins. But one other team that I keep seeing reports on is like maybe the Texans are have an interest in Trey Lance. That's why they might not get a quarterback at number 2. And D'Amico Ryan's the connection, formerly of the 49ers. So that could be a big one. But they won't get a quarterback in return, because you don't want Davis Mills, okay?
If Kirk Cousins is a starting quarterback week 1, whatever week they start off at home, does he get booed?
For the 49ers?
Do you think the 49ers would boo a Kirk Cousins?
No, they gotta embrace it. And
you know how that fan base is.
It'll be interesting because then, like, is Kirk Cousins better than Jimmy G? Is he better than Brock Purdy? Like, are the 49ers in a better place? It's going to be an interesting
Yeah, I'm with
conversation
you.
if it happens. I might say a bold prediction. I think that Trey goes down this week in the draft. Trey Lance goes.
Bye, bye, bye. All right. Speaking of the NFL and what they are doing, which is bad, the NFL came out last week and said there's no simple answer to solve issues. Oh, playing services, my bad. I thought this was the other one. The NFL PA has made it clear that they want grass on all playing surfaces. Will the FIFA World Cup in 2026 be the reason the NFL finally gets grass on all their playing surfaces? I'm going to take this one first, Gilbert.
Yep.
That's how soccer does it. Soccer does it on all their playing surfaces. If they come out and say, we will not play, if FIFA comes out and says, we will not play on any surface that isn't grass, the NFL, I bet you real quick, will turn everything around because of the money. You know, these owners, they're serious about it. They're serious about making all this money, especially with these stadiums. I think they would switch right away, especially because SoFi Stadium is not being considered now for the final. Are you kidding? That's a $6 billion stadium, and because it has turf, and it has claimed a lot of different needs. Let's also be mindful of that in a short amount of weeks. So I think these owners need to get their heads out of their rear ends, and I think they need to go back to grass. You guys talk about, players this, players that. It's time. Listen to the damn players. They want grass. It is really a pain. You could just do what Arizona does. You bring out the grass, you water it, you have maintenance, you put it back into the stadium. I mean, or do what Real Madrid's about to do. Do what Real Madrid's about to have 5 different playing surfaces in a stadium. You're going to be able to rotate it to bring out a soccer, football, that. It's going to be able to rotate within the ground to bring it up. I mean, get it within the new age or get left behind, Gilbert.
Fernando, I don't need very long here. What makes you think a league that doesn't even care about their star players, that they're going to change it suddenly for a sport that nobody cares about in the United States? Soccer, nobody cares here, so they're not going to change it. Yeah, there's a lot of money involved, but
they care.
No, nobody cares. Just have them play at the Dignity Health Sports Park and call it a day. Take it or leave it. World Cup. So no, like Cooper Kupp and a bunch of star players saying, hey, do it for us. They're not even listening to these guys. What makes you think for a forgotten, boring sport, I'm going there, that they'll change it for them? Sorry.
1.8 billion people watch the World Cup.
Not in the United States.
Look at the ratings in the United States and let me know.
Just have the MLS All-Star game at the SoFi Stadium and we're good. Nobody cares. We're going to miss it like we missed USFL the other day.
Oh, sir, you need to find out what's on.
By the way, XFL 3.0 is still going on, but nobody cares. Just like
some people care.
Nobody cares.
Their families care. The YouTube. This is what I was getting angry at.
FC cares.
But now he pissed me off with what he said about FIFA. YouTube TV announced that the pricing for Sunday NFL ticket is going to run from $389 to $489 per year, depending on when you get it. If you're in Europe, you can purchase the NFL Game Pass for under $200 per year, and you get the all preseason playoff games and red zone channel. Something you don't get with the Sunday ticket here in the U.S. Is this fair or foul? Why doesn't Roger Goodell take part of his freaking paycheck and pay it off for people to watch YouTube TV and get Sunday NFL ticket with all the $86 million he's going to make? This pisses me off. I mean, how the hell are you going to give the Europe a better price than in the United States? They just know that people in the United States are going to pay you to watch it no matter what. And they know that people in Europe are going to be like, half of them are going to be like, do I want to watch American football? Maybe I do, maybe I don't for that price. Here, people are going to be hungry.
You went Irish there, but okay.
Well, hey, people in Ireland. I was on a podcast from Ireland one time. Oh, we both were one time, remember? Yeah, yes, so sir. Definitely.
Yes, we got to practice there.
I love my folks in Ireland.
But for Fernando, like, they're not gonna get the World Cup, as we already established, because nobody cares about soccer. So get the money a different way. They'll get the money through it, ripping people off at a Sunday ticket, and like they try to say you save money if you buy it right now in June. You get it. It's not $489, it's $389. Man, that's still gonna be really expensive. That's crap.
Did you watch one soccer game during the World Cup?
I watched a couple. I care about the World Cup.
There you go. You watched it.
I'm talking about United States.
They do. Oh, they do. Actually, they think that little Cretan Christian Pulisic is actually good. So the U.S. thinks that they have something there.
All right, say it for Compas.
All he does is warm the bench up at Chelsea.
play the clip of my video on Compas FC next time, and then get the group fired up, and then have a discussion about it.
Oh, I don't know about that. All right. Last year, Gilbert, there were 9 trades during the first round in the NFL draft. Oh, God, really? How many trades do you think we get in the first round this year? Oh, God. I hope none of them involve the Chargers.
I think. You know what? I'll go with 7. A nice 7 right there. I'll say 2 in the top 10, and then like 4 or 5 before the top 20.
Now the Chargers, right?
No, I think they'll stay pat.
God bless. All right. Wait, how many did you say?
I went with 7.
I'll say 6.
Okay.
Wow. I'm like the dude at the douche at in The Price is Right. $1. No, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go 6, and we'll see what happens with that. But I think if there's not early commotion, there ain't gonna be any commotion. So if all the trades don't happen within the first 15 picks, I don't know about that. Gilbert, which team from outside the top 10 makes the biggest jump to trade up in the draft?
That's a good question. I have a feeling the Titans like a quarterback, so I don't know who it is. Like, say maybe they like a Will Levis, and they probably think, hey, 11 to, I don't know, 6 or 7. But then now Will Levis is going to the Colts apparently. So but I still think the Titans will make a move. I don't know how, but I think they're eyeing somebody. Mike Rabel is in the new GM there actually, I think that was the other team I saw. Vikings, Titans, Texans, they're all interested in Trey Lance, because, so maybe I might mess up here. They might get Trey Lance, but they're all from the 49ers days. I guess the GM Rand Carton, hopefully I'm saying his name right, used to be a personnel over there. Sorry, long answer.
No, you're good. I'm gonna say the team that is Super Bowl defending champs, the team that is there hosting. I think the Chiefs make a splash move. I think they jump up, grab some. I think they have like 9 or 10 picks. Why not use some of them? Jump up, grab a player that maybe they really like, an offensive weapon, something. But I think the Chiefs will be the team that tries to make a splash in their own.
They once traded up from 27 to 10. They get Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so maybe they trade up from like 31 to like 25 to get somebody, or who knows. But I think they'll be the ones that jump up the biggest, just because it is their hometown.